What is up, guys? Welcome. Crypto FUD. Good morning, good afternoon. Hope you guys are having a great day. Welcome to a morning stream. Let's get right into it, guys. So what's going on, TJ, Gina, MeX, Jay's in the house. What is going on, guys? How's everybody doing today? Oh, Cowie's in the house. We're good to go now. What is going on, guys and girls? How's everybody doing today? So we are having a morning stream today. Obviously, you guys know we've been covering it on the channel. Today we have the numbers coming out for today. We have the inflation numbers coming out. They're going to be dropping in about 29 minutes. So we're going to cover our normal stuff. Check out how the market's reacting for right now, pre-number drop. And obviously, we will watch the numbers drop live and see how the markets react. For right now, looking at the market itself, it looks like the market is anticipating that we're going to see maybe some good inflation numbers coming out, at least meeting forecast numbers. And we're going to go over those numbers here in a few seconds. You can see Bitcoin right now. Let me make sure. Yep, I'm not muted. Didn't want to do that again. So you can see as of now, Bitcoin sitting at around 58,700, a little bit above that, coming up and literally hitting its head right on the 200-day moving average. I told you guys this after we broke the 200-day and we kind of stayed below it for a little while, that breaking above that 200-day moving average is going to take some time, most likely, or it's going to take a very solid pump for us to really get above that 200 and stay above it, right? So right now, like I said, we have come up, we've hit our head. We're kind of waiting. The numbers right now as we're live until the next 28 minutes, the numbers are going to be fluctuating. It's going to be fluctuating because you have some people that are going to be very bullish on the CPR, the inflation numbers that are going to be coming out. And then you have people that are going to be scared, just because of the fear and uncertainty, right, of not knowing exactly what the numbers are going to look like. The previous two inflation reports have come out in the last 12 weeks pretty much, because they're every 6 weeks, and they have been nothing but good, right? 12 weeks back, you go back and we actually met expectation. The last CPI, or the last inflation, I keep saying CPI report, but the last inflation report came out and it actually beat expectation forecasts. It was expected to be, I think, 3. We'll look at the numbers right now. So the previous, we're looking at the core. Previous was 3.5, I think, and we beat it, went down to 3.4 if I'm not mistaken. We did come lower, which was better, right? So for these numbers, what we're looking for the core inflation year over year, right now we are looking forecast to hit 3.4%. That was our previous number as well. So they're basically looking for a flat line in inflation. If we do come anything below that 3.4, so 3.3 or below, right, you're going to see a positive reaction in the market. If we come anything higher, 3.5 or higher, you're going to see probably a negative reaction in the market. Crip, what happens if we hit 3.4 on the dot? I think it's going to be more of a neutral kind of thing. We'll probably most likely see the markets react positively if we do meet forecasts. I don't anticipate maybe some kind of a crazy pump. Like if we were to see, let's just throw it out there. I know this isn't going to happen. Let's just throw it out there and say that CPI report comes out and we end up hitting 2.9% inflation for core year over year, right? 2.9 would be such a dramatic move that the market would absolutely rip. Let's say it goes the other way and we come out and the numbers come out and it's 3.7. The markets will absolutely dump, right? We're getting to these important times as far as these reports, even though every time I tell you guys this is an important, we're getting to it as we get closer and closer towards the end of the year, it's just even more important, right? Because we know the Feds, Jerome Powell was just speaking the last few days, and the main thing that he said was that we cannot keep inflation. We can't keep interest rates high for too much longer, right? They can't stay high forever. Well, with that being said, they do want to reduce interest rates, but they're not going to reduce interest rates if, let's say, inflation comes back and we have a spike in inflation, right? I'm not foreseeing that to happen, but I'm just throwing that out there. If we were to see something like that, it would really turn the market down in regards to being very negative, very bearish, because that would just kind of put the nail in the coffin as far as us probably not seeing any kind of reduction in interest rates for this year. So We'll see how this plays out. Inflation year over year forecast, previous was 3.3, forecast to be 3.1. So that'll be a big deal if we can just meet that forecast. And then let's see here, and that's pretty much what we're looking for, core, and then the inflation rate year over year. Those are going to be the two numbers that we're going to be sitting here monitoring. So we'll see how it goes. Bitcoin, like I said, sitting around 58.6, came down just a little bit since we started streaming. For Solana, kind of doing the same thing, and you know, everything right now since last night's stream, same thing, right? I told you guys we were basically just kind of going to be sitting in the same kind of area. We have had a little bit of a pump since last night with anticipation of these the inflation numbers coming out and being good, but you can see we're still kind of hanging around the same area. There's not really nothing dramatic happening in the market. Looking at the volume for today, we technically are down. Yesterday we were down 7%. We're down 8.6% in 24-hour volume for the market. And I told you guys, you know, what I'm speculating was what most people are doing is that we saw a lot of inflow on buying Bitcoin, buying the dip on a lot of projects for the last week, right? A lot of people have gotten their positions. A lot of people are sitting now waiting to find out what is the next move for crypto. Are we going to get a good inflation numbers? You know, stuff like that. Is the German government done selling off? For the most part, for the last 2 days, it looks like they've paused for right now. So we haven't seen a lot of sell pressure from that. So good inflation numbers. The German government stopped selling. I already told you guys Mt. Gox is to me is a big nothing burger. Most of that stuff, most of the Bitcoin that's getting returned in Bitcoin Cash is going to institutionals, or big players that have bought the people out years ago. They're long-term holders. They already have thousands of Bitcoin already sitting in their stash. So them picking up a few extra Bitcoin right now is not going to, you know, have them run into the bank selling off or anything like that. So Mt. Gox to me has been just a big nothing burger. Honestly, sick of talking about it. The big story for the last few weeks has been the German government causing the sell pressure, and people on top of the German government, not literally in Germany, but people, just random people, retail selling with fear, you know, that they're going to continue to keep selling, you know, as far as the government. But I've been telling you guys, and if you've been following the channel, I've been telling you guys this right here. Yes, we are seeing some pain in the market. Take advantage of it. It's going to be short term because they only have so much Bitcoin, and eventually it's going to be done, and we're going to be right back up and running in this bull market, right? So Rodney's in the house. What's going on, Flip? That's my boy right there. Make sure you guys, if you haven't already, we got 15 people here. I know it's a small crowd for right now, but let's make sure you guys slap those likes. Slap it like it owes you money. Just slap it. Hit that like. And if you're new here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe. Right now, we are waiting for the inflation numbers to come out. We have about 21 minutes. 21 minutes. So let's jump into some things to kill time. So we have the crypto bubbles right now. You guys can see majority of the market, well, I'm not going to say majority, but a lot of the market is in the green as of now. We have some, solid movers. ICP, you guys know I was picking up a lot of ICP when we dropped recently. Up 4%. Aave up 5%. Ondo 4%. Stacks has been killing it in the last few days, up another 11%. Let's see here. Near's up. ADA's up. Look who's down. Ordinals. Ordinals is down. Come on, Ordinals. Keep dropping. Keep dropping. Come on. You guys know I've been trying to stack up on some Ordinals before the pump. So Floki's down. Teo's down. So you guys can see it's like a split kind of decision here. I'd say most of it's in the green, but you have some movers that are also in the red as well. Looking at the hourly, MOG is up 2%. What is this? Mantra? Okay, it's up 3.5%. BONK 1%. Nothing too crazy. Right now, the market is just kind of flatline, waiting for the next 20 minutes. I'd say about 20 minutes until we get these numbers coming out. So make sure you guys get your popcorn. Make sure you guys, you're in a comfy spot. And let's just watch this happen. Let's see how it goes. What are your guys' predictions today? Let's start a poll up. Let's start the poll up here. What do you guys think? And don't just answer. Put it in the poll. What do you guys think? We're going to have good inflation numbers or bad inflation numbers? Let's see. let's see here. So just started a poll. Make sure you guys participate. All right, let's have fun here. Let's participate. What do you guys think the numbers are going to be today? Are we going to have good numbers? Are we going to have some bad numbers? Let me know. And while we're doing that, let's jump into some things here. So Bitcoin waits for guidance from the U.S. inflation data bond market. So the data is expected to show a continued progress on the inflation front. Looks like cementing the case for Fed rate cuts. Thursday's U.S. CPI update is expected to offer evidence of continued progress on the inflation front, boosting the Fed rate cut probability. Increased prospects of Fed rate cuts could bode well for the Bitcoin's recovery. Bitcoin bulls should watch out for potential steepening of the Treasury yield curve. With the supply overhang from Germany's Saxony state nearly cleared, Thursday's release of the U.S. Consumer Price Index, the CPI report, will be pivotal on determining the Bitcoin's market trajectory. The data due at the 12:30 Universal Standard Time, which is 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, is expected to show the cost of living in the world's largest economy rose 0.1% month over month in June after remaining flat in May, leading to a 3.1% rise year over year, according to the economics surveyed by Dow Jones. The core CPI, which strips out more volatile food and energy prices, is forecast to have increased 0.2 from May and 3.4 since June of last year. Now, the reason why I always focus and fixate on the core instead of just the year over year is because that's what the feds actually look at. The feds actually look at the core. That's what they're basing a lot of their decisions on, is the core inflation. So this is why I'm always like fixated on watching what the core inflation numbers are. And like I said, we're forecast to hit 3.4. If we go lower, it's going to be bullish. If we go any higher, it's going to be bearish on that front. So we'll see how it works out. So let's see here. Increased prospects of rate cuts will likely bode well for risk assets, including Bitcoin, helping the leading cryptocurrency extend its price recovery from July's fifth low of around 53,500. CoinDesk data shows that recovery has stalled, with buyers struggling to establish a foothold above 59,000. CPI data will be closely watched, with markets expected to react significantly to this release. Analysts' optimistic outlook for the late 2024 and 2024 hinges on the FOMC reducing policy rates, as lower rates typically increase liquidity, driving the investors towards long-tail assets like cryptocurrencies. So you guys can see, obviously, pretty much what I was just saying. We are obviously wanting to see the Feds reduce the interest rates. It's going to happen. We just don't know exactly when, right? We don't know when. Looking at the charts for the investors, and you guys can see 95%. She said she can't hear me. Can you guys hear me? Don't tell me I've been muted the whole time. I'd cry. Can you guys hear me? Let me know. Yes, I can hear you. All right. Gina, check your whatever you're listening on, because I can see on mine. I have volume. It's on, so we're good to go. All right, everybody's saying we're good. All right, perfect. Gina, just check your volume, see what's going on. So like I said, 95%, obviously we already know that we are not going to see any kind of reduction in interest rates for July. It's already written in stone. We already know this. This is what I've been telling you guys that we're going to focus on is September. I still do believe September is going to be the time. We are seeing a little bit of a fluctuation. A few days ago, we were at like 71%, calling for some kind of a small reduction in interest rates. Now you can see it's shifting a little bit back over to a pause. Now we're at about 28% saying that there's going to be a pause, 68% saying that there's going to be some kind of a 0.25 to a 0.5, quarter or 0.5% reduction in interest rates. So we'll see how this plays out. I think, this is going to be a big moment today, our CPI reports, because I believe if we look at today, CPI report comes out every 6 weeks. So today is the 11th. If you actually go July, okay, so there will be one more CPI report before September's meeting. There'll be one more CPI report before September's meeting, but obviously, you know, like I said, as we get closer and closer towards the end of the year, it's going to get, these meetings are these CPI reports are just getting more and more costlier, meaning we need to focus on them. We want to see, you know, inflation coming down. It's just a pivotal spot now where each CPI report is getting more important as we go, because we obviously want to see interest rates reducing for this year. We do not want to wait till 2025. We do not want to wait till 2025. If that case does happen, you know, I don't think it's going to be the absolute end of the world, you know, for cryptocurrency. But you guys read in the article, it even said usually whenever you see something like that happen where Fed start reducing interest rates, it usually tends to be nothing but a plus for risk on assets like cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. So what is going on, Shazan? Manny said, I'm good. Miek said he can hear me. Cowie said, loud, load and clear. All right, load and clear. Load and clear. So we have about 13 minutes, guys, until the CPI report's coming out. If you guys are just joining in, make sure you guys slap that like. And if you're new here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe. We usually go live every day around 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Unless we have important days like this, we do go live in the morning as well. So let's see here. So we're obviously, you know, this channel, we're not political. We don't lean towards any side. We're right in the middle. We're just here to get money, right? We're not looking to get political or religious or anything like that. So we just read the articles that are provided. So Trump scheduled to speak at Nashville's Bitcoin conference. I told you guys this a while back, you know, that, and this was before, you know, we started hearing Trump, because remember, Trump used to be technically negative towards Bitcoin, right? He was negative. He's changed his tune up in the last year, you know, saying that he wants to see Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and exchanges stay in America, in the States, and build, instead of us kicking them out and having them go international, because we're basically trying to come after them at any cost. And that's what we've seen this current administration, Gary Gensler and all these, there's a lot of people on the left side that are against crypto, and I mean like religiously against crypto. They've voiced it very well, and they've shown it in their actions, right? We haven't really seen, you know, because when Trump was in office last, Bitcoin was definitely around, but it wasn't in the forefront, right? You go back 2016 to 2020, Bitcoin was just on the cuffs of really breaking out as far as mainstream, where you're seeing, you know, your news anchors talking about if Bitcoin's rallying, and all the news analysts, they talk about Tesla, and they always talk about Bitcoin as well. You know, it's you can see a lot since the last like 5 years, Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, because they don't just talk about Bitcoin, they talk about Ethereum, they'll talk about Solana, they'll even bring up meme coins and stuff like that. So it has become mainstream, and it's going to only get, you know, more mainstream as we continue, where it's just going to be talked at your dinner table, right? Like nothing. Right now, we're still going through it. I remember 2020 when I would bring up Bitcoin and stuff like that, and at the dinner table with the family, like for Thanksgiving, and I'd see some people that were stock market people. They would be like, like chuckling. And now it's so funny. They've came to me in the last few years and been like, how? So if I want to trade Bitcoin, well, how do I do it? And then I'm sitting there just like, just chuckling, right? It's funny how things play out. But, you know, we knew that they were going to eventually come. So let's see here. So Republican presidential hopeful Donald Trump will be addressing one of the crypto's industry's upcoming largest conferences in Nashville, Tennessee later this month. The conference organizers update Wednesday that Trump will be at the event's main headliner. Damn. So Trump's going to be the main headliner at Bitcoin 2024. Bro, you know, and remember, I'm not getting political whatsoever, but you know, if you're the other guy, you're shitting your britches right now, because you're like, holy crap, right? They both had to change the tunes. Even Biden now has come out and he's been a little bit more lenient towards crypto. He vetoed some bills that were going to be, that he was vowing that he was going to sign. We talked about this months ago about how it's going to, the bills were going to make it, I don't remember exactly what the bills were going to make it easier for the banks to be able to handle crypto and stuff like that, and he vowed to go against it, and he's kind of subsided that as far as letting it be for right now. You know, he could always change his tune if he does get, you know, reelected or whatnot. But a lot of his analysts and a lot of his people on his side were like, bro, listen, this cryptocurrency stuff, a lot of people are trading it. We might want to act like we're pro crypto for right now, you know, due to the votes and stuff like that. That's how I think both candidates are doing. But what I keep saying about, you know, with Biden versus Trump, and you remember, we're not political. Biden's been in office for the last 4 years. We've seen what his administration's done. He's proposed 50%, 48% taxes on capital gains, not only going after crypto, but going after anybody that's trying to make some money investing in the markets and stuff like that, right? That got, you know, that didn't even pass through the House, thankfully. We've seen Gary Gensler, which is paid by the Biden administration, come after, you know, endlessly come after crypto, finally approving the Bitcoin ETF because he was forced to, right? And, you know, just all these different things. Elizabeth Warren, we can go down the list of these people that absolutely hate crypto that are in this administration right now. So, you know, with that being said, we haven't seen what this guy would do necessarily when he's in office, or if he ever gets in office again. You know, so it's only based off of seeing action from one administration and only talk on the other side, right? So, but this right here is nothing but a plus. I think if you're running for office right now, being pro crypto is nothing but a plus for it. So the former U.S. president will be talking up the stage for 30 minutes starting at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time on the last day of the conference of July 27th. We might actually cover that day, so we'll see. Depending on copyrights and stuff like that, I'll have to see what we can do. But some speakers said that they received a mail from organizers informing rearrangements of the slots to accommodate a very special guest. Their presumptive Republican presidential nominee will be joined by independent candidate Robert F. Kennedy at the conference. That's dope, right? I think it was crap that they didn't let him, you know, debate Robert F. Kennedy. You know, I feel like if, especially because he's got like 10% of the votes right now, let the man just speak his mind, right? But they didn't want him to do that, and I say they as in the people that are in office right now. They don't want him to get any kind of spotlight whatsoever. So, how much longer do we have? We have 6 minutes, guys, until the CPI report comes out. Make sure you guys are slapping those likes. We have 23 people here and freaking 12 likes, guys. That's it. I'm in the stream. I'm in the damn stream right now. This is it. This is it, guys. I'm done. I give up. Come on. Keep hitting them. You guys know I'm not going anywhere. Let me check the chat here. So let's see here. Sorry, it was my phone. Skittles in the house. Tim, what's going on, bro? Callie said, I hope Trump talks about crypto more because his NFTs sold out instantly. Makes you think he should encourage crypto more. And you guys look at it. Shazam's on you. He's saying, bro, 22 people in here and 12 likes. He's going to get on you. Make sure you hit the like first. This guy, he's crazy. He's going to come after you if you don't hit the likes. Just hit the likes, all right? Just slap him. I'm just playing around. Yeah, so what Callie was saying was that, you know, we've seen Trump. He's this guy's already basically he's taking donations in cryptocurrency. He's dropped NFTs, right? Stuff like that, and they've sold out. They've all sold out, and not only sold out, but they've like 10x their their floor prices and stuff like that. You know, I think he's starting to see, because when he first came out, this was like back in like 2018, 17, when he started talking about Bitcoin. He basically said, listen, anything that competes with our dollar, the US dollar, I'm not supporting, right? And this was the narrative that a lot of people had, right? Because when you say cryptocurrency, they're thinking, oh, hell no, this thing's coming after the dollar. Donald Trump has billions of dollars, right? Why the hell would you want something that's going to compete with what he holds dearly, right? So he's like, hell no, I'm not supporting the dollar. Fast forward 5, 6, 7 years now, and he's like, wait a minute, this isn't competing with our dollar. This is like a digital gold, right? This holds value in dollars, right? So he's like, listen, he's a businessman. He's like, listen, I don't want to see these exchange go overseas. I want to see crypto build. But he also said, and this was a good thing that he was saying this, he said, I want to see like regulatory actions as far as regulating the market so it's a safe place for all to trade. And that's big. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I know a lot of us like that wild west, like going into DeFi and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, there's going to be regulations, right? Eventually there's going to be regulations all through the market and stuff like that, you know, and we want to see the best that can happen with that, right? We don't want to see it be overdone, but we also want to see it to be a safe place because, you know, a lot of people come in and they might get burned and then they just run, they never come back. We don't necessarily want to see that. We want to see people come in and really see that there's a future in crypto, right? In all assets of crypto, right? So let's see here. So we have 3 minutes, guys. 3 minutes until until everything's coming out. Let's see. So we have Solana starting to act positive here. Let's see here. Bitcoin. I'm going to zoom in so it's a little bit more dramatic, guys. Right? We're going to look at the 5 minute. So if this thing starts rallying, it like makes you feel like you're like, holy crap, we're pumping. Shazam said, NFK, all panelists, please hit them likes. Let's see here. How are we looking on, let's zoom in on NFK real quick. If you guys don't know already, obviously NFK, No FUD Koala, is our native token that's built on the Solana ecosystem. Make sure you guys jump in. We are going to the moon right now. Beautiful hidden gem. Only $100,000 market cap right now. Sky's the limit. We're running up like crazy on this one. So make sure you guys jump on that. Let's see here. What do we have? We have 2.5 minutes, guys. Bitcoin is starting to, looks like it really wants to break out. So let's see how this works. Who's nervous? Who's nervous, guys? Whew. Drink my water. We'll go to the bubbles. We're on the hourly. MOG is starting to look like it's about to start running. We're going to pull up projects too after the CPI report. If you guys have any projects you want to look at, just let me know. We have 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. Anything pumping on the list? ICP is probably the biggest mover right now. Nice. I'm freaking pissed, man. Now I'm looking back. I'm like, damn it. Why didn't I freaking like just throw everything in, you know? I definitely caught that dip, but I should have gotten a lot more. Robert said it's going to be a good day. Oh, yeah, I forgot we had a poll. Let's see here. We had 19 votes. 84% are saying that it's going to be good. We have 16% it's going to be a bad CPI report. So let's see how this plays out. 84% are saying it's going to be a good CPI report. So let's see. Let's see how this plays out. Crypto said, what numbers come out today? We're looking at the CPI report, brother. We have a minute and a half. So real quick before they drop, this is going to be inflation numbers, right? Big deal here. So core inflation forecast to be 3.4%. Previous was 3.4. If we meet that forecast at 3.4, going to be good. If we come anything lower, it's going to rocket the market. The market's going to start freaking rallying like crazy. If it comes out and the CPI report's hotter than normal, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bearish, right? Core, that's core regular inflation. Forecast 3.1. So anything below 3.1 or below, good. Anything above 3.1, bad. We have 30 seconds, guys. And look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's starting to see if it wants to break out. Whew, the anticipation. Let's go, guys. Hit that like if you haven't already. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, we'll check out Floki here in a second. All right. All right, negative. Let's see. All right, so core inflation met forecast at 3.4. Oh, no, we haven't got it yet. I'm thinking, oh, okay, hold on. They had me running here. Let's see here. I think someone, like a big whale just dumped their Bitcoin right before the CPI report. Let's see here. We have 10 seconds, guys. 10 seconds. All right, look at this. Look at Bitcoin, guys. Look at this. All right. Oh, we beat it. We beat it, guys. Inflation year over year, we're at 3%. Core inflation, 3.3%. up and running, guys. Look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin just ran up to 59.5. Look at that run. Solana not reacting just as positive as Bitcoin, but Bitcoin absolutely ripping, breaking above the 200-day moving average as of now. We'll see how this is going to play out. You guys know when these numbers come out, it's going to be kind of a it's going to be a lot of volatility, right? A lot of volatility in regards to a lot of people had longs open, you know, so, and a lot of people had shorts open. So it's going to kind of move the markets around. So you guys can see, so real quick, just checking it out, you guys can see core inflation year over year forecast to be 3.4%, actually came out at 3.3, lower than expected, nothing but a positive. And year over year, it was forecast to be 3.1, and we came and beat that, coming in lower at 3%. Nothing but great numbers that came out, guys. This right here was something that we needed. Definitely right here. So let's see. So looks like out of all those votes, 84% of you guys were correct in regards to the CPI report. So looks good here. Cowie said, hell yeah. Yeah, baby. Get in there. That's better. The England and the Euros. Excuse me. So really what we're looking for Bitcoin, right? Now, we knew we were going to get that positive reaction. I told you guys there's going to be a little bit of volatility. Now, don't get worried or anything like that. What we saw, this is good. It's going to have to kind of marinate in the market for a little while. We have the actual market, ETFs, stock markets opening up in less than an hour. I'm anticipating that it's going to be probably a good move once the markets open up. But you guys can see, like I told you, volatile, very, very volatile right now. You have people that are buying in. You have people that are taking profits on their moves and stuff like that. You have longs, shorts, all that getting liquidated and all that good stuff. So you're going to see a lot of volatility for right now. I'm texting somebody right now that's short in Bitcoin. I'm going to tell them, like, bro, better be careful. Uh-oh. Skittles just, oh, Troy got it. Troy got the membership. There we go. Troy can't find the button, so he's always trying to get gifted. There we go. He got it. If he's here today, he's going to be ecstatic. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much, Skittles. Appreciate that. So Rosala said, hello, what happened? Did I miss it? Yeah, you missed it, but we'll cover it again. So it looks like what I was just saying, core inflation, just the numbers just dropped a few minutes ago, and it looks like we came out forecast to be 3.4%. We came lower at 3.3% for core inflation, which was very nice, very nice. And then we have inflation rate year over year forecast to be 3.1, and we came out at 3%, coming in lower, which is good for the markets, right, guys? And Skittles is just dropping memberships on you guys. Make sure if you guys did get a membership, if you're here, make sure to say thank you to Skittles. Appreciate that, brother. And we do have an airdrop that's coming for the members only, coming up on July the 28th. So if you're able to hit that join button, not only do you get really cool emojis. Look at this. You see the new emoji that we just dropped? Hakatua. We just dropped. You get cool emojis. Your name's obviously green, so I can see it a little bit better. So if you have any questions, obviously I can look out for you. And then we also have exclusive content on how to be a better trader. Every weekend we have members only streams. On top of all that, we give out every 6 weeks, 8 weeks, we're doing airdrops for our native token. The last airdrop, I think it was the last or previous one, if you held on to it, it was like a freaking 5x at some point, you know? So $5 to join. Make sure you guys hit that join button and become a member on the squad. Let's see here. Oh, Rosala said his internet's not good. No worries, bro. No worries, dude. Old said, I'm on my way to the shop listening in. Just wanted to wish everyone a good morning. Hell yeah, bro. Welcome, 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 guys. So everybody that is just jumping in, make sure you guys slap those likes. So if you guys are just jumping in and you're wondering why are the markets running like crazy, well, first, you should have been watching the channel all week. We've been waiting for this. But If you haven't, we'll cover you up in 30 seconds here. So core inflation just dropped. We were forecast to be 3.4 and we came in lower at 3.3%. Inflation year over year, same thing, forecast to be 3.1. We came in at 3%. So the markets are reacting positively for this, right? Now, let's go back over to the, let's see if this is loaded up anything different. I don't think they've changed any of the numbers yet. 64%. This did. Why are people thinking that we're going to see a pause? That's crazy. That's 3 CPI report number. That's 3 CPI reports that have come out in the last 18 weeks we've seen that have been nothing but great as far as inflation coming down. And people are still thinking that we're going to see somewhat of a pause in the next 2 FOMC meetings. I do agree in July, we're going to see a pause 100%, right? That's in the next, 20 days from now. But in September, I'm telling you guys, and I've been telling you guys this for the last, 4 months, that we're going to see most likely inflation or interest rates get reduced, eased at least about a quarter percent, 0.25 is what I'm thinking. September is the date, guys. It's what I'm sticking to, and I've been saying this for a very long time. So we'll see how it goes. Looking at the crypto bubbles, let's see here for the day. Everything's in the green now. We have a couple projects that are kind of in the red, but nothing crazy. Stacks is absolutely ripping. Let's pull up Stacks real quick and see what the freaking hell is going on with Stacks. Stacks has been running for the last few days. All right, so I mean, it's running. It's been doing pretty good the last few days. Obviously, from the bottom, from right here to where it's at right now, about 35%. So nothing too crazy. Still below its 200-day moving average on the chart here. So definitely, you can see this is how long it's been since I've looked at Stacks. It's been a while. Let me get rid of this fib retracement right here. Remove. So Stacks doesn't look terrible, right? Sitting around right above its 618. So we'll see how that plays out as far as that. But you can see, I'm pretty sure this will still play out as far as you can see the trend is still down. It still hasn't broken out above its trend. So, and I'm sure a lot of these projects are kind of doing the same thing. They haven't really broke out of its trend. Look what has broken out. ICP. It hasn't broken out of its trend, but not looking bad at all. I am freaking pissed, guys, and I did not buy more ICP. Freaking pissed right now. I don't even want to pull up ordinals. Let's see here. I guess I'm just never going to get ordinals is what I think is going to happen here. I'm just never going to get ordinals. I mean, hasn't really pumped like crazy, but you notice how I've been sticking to my guns, right? And I told you guys that I was waiting for a certain number, and I haven't budged, right? I've been literally, the dry powder's just sitting there waiting, and I'm like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because I'm waiting, even though I still do think $32 for ordinals right now is not a bad price. I said that I was going to buy at 25 or below, and it hasn't got there yet. And, I'm unfortunately, I'm going to have to stick to what I said, right? I'm a man of my word. I'm going to have to stick to it. So, Jasmy, what's going on? If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys slap those likes. We're not doing too bad on the likes. Uh-oh. NFK starting to break out, guys. Let's go. Starting to break out. Looking good here. We're up about 5% for the 24-hour period, so not too bad. Let's check out some meme coins and see how they're reacting right now. Let's see. So PEPE not looking terrible. Obviously bounced beautifully at the 618 right here. Had this double bottom W pattern. And you can see it is running up above the 0.5 as of now. Looking pretty solid for PEPE. Doesn't look bad at all. Jasmy not looking terrible at all. It's kind of the same scenario. It came back. You can see, and a lot of these projects are going to be the same where they came back. They've all came and retested their 618 or they broke below the 200. This Jasmy did not break below its 200. You can see it literally came and bounced at the 618. This was at around the 1.9 cents and since then has run up. But look where it is hitting its head at a spot that we've had marked for a very long time, right? And if you want to learn how to find these spots, find out how to find retracements, resistance, support levels, all that good stuff. We cover all this in the members only stream. So make sure you guys hit that join button and become a member. We will have a members only stream this weekend as well. You guys can see that it's come up and it's basically hitting its head at the 2.5 cents for right now for Jasmy. But I always tell you guys, I do not worry. Jasmy, honestly, once the market starts running back up, Jasmy's going to be right back to where it was, like nothing even happened. So let's see here. BONK up about 4%. BONK looks like it's okay. I'm gonna say BONK looks like it's a little bit more bullish than some of these other projects, but fixes fib retracement. You can see BONK actually broke below its 200-day. This is the 618. Jasmy, remember, Jasmy bounced off the 618. PEPE bounced off the 618. BONK broke below the 618 and actually broke below its 200 moving average as well. But you can see since then it has run up above it. So Jasmy is above its, BONK is above its 200 and the 618 for right now, looking like it wants to get back up onto this trend line of this upward movement for BONK. So it doesn't look bad at all as well. Let's see here. Miro kind of still sluggish. Not really doing too much. It's at about 10 cents right now. Miro has been beat down pretty bad. And you can see it's literally another spot that we've had marked. It also is a fib, the 786. Miro is kind of hanging around this area for right now. So Miro is another one that I really don't worry. Honestly, this thing may not be breaking out with the main projects right now. But you know its day will come in the next few days if the markets stay bullish, and this thing will just start ripping, running back up towards 20 cents. So I don't really worry about Miro. If anything, kind of contemplating why I haven't been picking up Miro, honestly. So, but we'll see. Fetch, kind of the same thing. Broke below its 200, 618, double bottom. Not really reacting too much. Fetch obviously is went through a merge with Singularity and all that good stuff. So I think it's still kind of getting ironed out as far as people getting back into the project or whatever the hell they had to do as far as that merge. XRP's at 45 cents. Nothing too crazy. Broke below that beautiful support level at 50 cents. You can see XRP went down to what? 38 cents on that bottom. So sitting there at 45. Arbitrum, another project I've been keeping my eyes on, went down to 56 cents. It is at 73 for right now, 73 cents, and coming up to a big spot that's going to be big resistance. You guys can see it's bounced off this, what is this, 75 cents? 74 cents. It's bounced off of this multiple times. So coming up and finding that support on this level, or finding, breaking above this resistance line is going to be, probably it's going to take its some time, or it's going to need a big pump, right? ALI, nothing too crazy. I've been accumulating ALI just because it's a cheap AI project. Really just kind of hanging there. ALI is crazy. It'll kind of like not do what the market does, and then out of nowhere it just shoots up like 10x. So not really too worried about ALI as well. Just been kind of just slowly but surely accumulating. For Solana, we already covered it. 144, not looking bad. It did just run up to about 146, but it obviously has retraced somewhat. Kind of the same thing for Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin ran up. But one thing I want to point out for Bitcoin is that Bitcoin did have this on the initial news of the CPI report. And if you guys are just here, CPI report dropped. They already kind of erased the numbers on here, but we basically came lower on the CPI report, which was good, right? Inflation came down a couple ticks. That's what we're looking for. Bitcoin reacted positively, ran up to about 59,500. It has retraced somewhat. This is going to be a big spot right here because we have the 200-day. This isn't that simple moving average. This is our actual 200-day moving average. This right here, we would like to see it hold above the 200-day. That's what we're looking for, is Bitcoin to hold above the 200-day for for us to stay bullish. And the 200 days at around 58,000, about 59,000 is pretty much where it's at. We need that to hold. If we don't hold it, I don't think we're gonna be dropping down, to where we were at a few days ago necessarily to some of these levels. I'm zoomed in on the charts, so bear with me. I don't think we're gonna be coming down to these levels unless we see the German government just wake up today and they're like, we're gonna start selling again, right? Something like that will probably cause, some sell pressure. But other than that, we have the actual markets opening up in the next 45 minutes. I'm curious to see what's going to happen with the actual markets, how they're going to react. So we'll see. But I did pre-warn you guys as we were running up that we were going to see it's going to be volatile. It always is. Takes a little bit of time. That initial when the numbers release and they're good for us, it's going to run, right? But then you're going to see it's going to kind of fluctuate, because like I said, you have people taking profits, you have people jumping in, you have people closing their longs, you have people getting liquidated on shorts. It's a freaking cluster F. You know what I'm saying right now, until it kind of smooths itself out, and then we're going to have the actual market open up. And like I said, about 45 minutes, and we'll see if they're going to come to the rescue as far as inflows coming in, buying in on Bitcoin. So let's see here. A couple people asking about projects. Let's go. Flip said, thanks for covering Myro. I got you, bro. Michael said, Pino on Sol just got back to 1 million market cap from 500. Let's pull that up. Make sure you guys check out NFK on Solana. I'm telling you, hidden gem right here. This thing is going to absolutely rip. Absolutely rip. Let's see here. What was he saying? Pino? Well, it did hit that $1 million market cap. You are correct. Holy crap, look at this run. That's crazy. I mean, so this chart's like very odd, right? Like for me to open up, I don't even want to acknowledge this pump right here for a fib retracement, because that's like some kind of a crazy like scam pump, right? So let's just not even acknowledge that pump, and let's draw the fib right here. So a couple things. $1 million market cap, liquidity's fully locked, 143,000 liquidity. Looks good. Project's been out for about a month, so kind of past that kind of rug pulley kind of stage, right? So it looks decent as far as all that. Numbers check out. You can see, like you said, it did drop to that it dropped down, looks like about $500,000 market cap, and since then it has doubled in the last like few days. It's run up right now. You can see finding support at the 0.5 right now, so looks good. Hopefully it can hold that 0.5, and you can see the trend is moving towards the upside. Depending on where you bought in, keep an eye on it, because obviously you can see that this thing has been running. Not saying that it's going to dump or anything like that, but if you start seeing it break below the 0.5 and you see it start retesting the 618, I would just kind of be cautious, because if it does break below the 618, you're most likely going to be coming back down towards the 786 for this. If it does hold, well, it just broke below the 0.5, but if it does hold around these areas, at least the 618 would be the line in the sand. If it can come find that support, because you can see it has come up, hit its head, found support, come up, found support, run up. It might need to come back down and find some support, but if it keeps testing this level, you know what I'm going to say, it's going to break below, right? If it keeps testing, whether it's going up or going down, if it keeps testing these levels, it will eventually break. So keep an eye on it. 618 would be my line in the sand as far as possibly repositioning myself and jumping out of the project if it does look like it's going to break below the 618. So let's see here. ALI, please. Shazan said ALI. So with ALI, bro, and I'm, disclaimer, obviously I am invested in this project. I just started buying in when we started dipping down here, right? I had bought back here, sold, and bought back over here. And my thing, Shazan, is really, I don't even look at the charts as of now. We do, I have, obviously support levels, resistance levels lined up, but for the most part, where it's at right now is a spot that I'm just dollar cost averaging in, right? This is an AI project. The market cap is at 73 million. How is it up right now? The hell? They must have added. That's weird, because it was just at like $50 million. It's a little odd. I was looking to see if someone had any. That's a little odd that the market cap jumped up, but still, $70 million market cap, relatively very low market cap. So, I mean, let me see. Did they add some into circulation? They did. Oh, okay. All right. Now I see what happened here. 100,000 million billion, 100,000 million. All right, so they just added to circulating supply. That's why it's been dropping down. That makes sense. That makes sense. So they just added some to the circulating supply. So it looks like, you know, they pretty much, it's almost at around 80% of circulating supply of their max supply. So that's a good thing. You know, unfortunately, that's what's been causing probably the dilution of why their project has been kind of slowly but surely dropping down. So for this project particularly, ALI, a very cheap AI project per market cap, $70 million market cap. I think this thing is going to rip. And if you really zoom out on this project, it'll kind of give you a gist of what it likes to do, right? You can see this thing likes to just like have run-ups. If you can catch these bottoms, these runs are crazy epic. Catch these bottoms, runs are epic. Catch the bottom, we're going to see what this next run's going to bring us, right? Could be very epic on that. So we'll see how that plays out. As far as that, ladies, let's pull up ladies and let's see how Milady is doing. How's Milady doing? And you know what? I want to bring up Mog as well. Somebody else was asking me, hold on here. I don't want to skip somebody over. I think, who was it? Oh, is it Mai? Sorry if I mispronounced your name. She said Dougal on Solana. Let's pull that up real quick. I'm sorry I hope you're still in here. Oh, not looking at the right thing here. Let's see. Dougal on Solana. So market cap $8 million. Liquidity looks great, not too bad. How long has this project been out? For about 21 days. It's really been in like a consolidation spot right here. Let's look at the whole charts and see what's going on here. So I mean, the project doesn't look bad. Honestly, doesn't look bad. This thing has been like steadily moving up. You can see the trend has been just steadily moving up. So it looks decent as far as the charts. You know, you see a lot of Solana projects come out and they will they'll freaking just like go crazy up and then they'll drop crazy down just as fast. This project has seen that, but you can see the swings are not as bad, and this has been steadily moving up. So doesn't look bad at all if this thing can hold its trend line, right? It's been bouncing off the trend. If it can hold the trend, I think we're going to continue to see more highs coming out. Obviously, we want to see this break above the 2-3, what is this, the 382 and the 236 right here. So 382, big spot that we want to see find some support at the 90. And then obviously we want to see this 236 getting retested as well, breaking above that 1 cent mark. But for the most part, project looks great. It really does look good, and all the numbers check out. So good luck with that. Good luck with that. Looks good. Let's pull up Milady's real quick. Let's see here. So Milady doesn't look bad at all. Nice little run at the 12. Coming up, hitting its head at the 200-day SMA. This isn't our 200-day moving average. This is our 200-day simple moving average, right? You guys know I like to use these moving averages for my leverage trading and a lot of my decisions on buying in for these projects. And you can see it is running up and coming up to hit its head at the 200-day moving average right now, which is technically about the 12.4. So doesn't look bad. Obviously reacting positively on the CPI report that we've seen, and the markets as a whole are doing good. So doesn't look bad at all. What's the market cap looking like for Milady nowadays? Market cap is at around $90 million. So still in this beautiful buy zone, in my opinion. Under $100 million meme coin. Definitely a steal right there. Let's pull up MOG real quick. MOG. Hold on. I need to pull up my chart. There it is. So MOG, I told you guys this. MOG, as long as MOG's staying above this 236, we're probably going to see MOG breaking out and making new highs. MOG has been, I don't know what the hell is going on, but MOG has been looking very bullish. Has been looking very bullish in the last like month. So looks great. You see, obviously we bounced off this 0.5 and made a W pattern, and since then we have been steadily running, obviously coming off these all-time highs. Looks like we're coming back up soon, but surely going to be coming back up to retest these highs if it can stay above the 236, which is somewhere around that 16.5 area. So definitely looks good. MOG's market cap is probably at around 600 million nowadays, right? My alarm's going off. Let's see here. Yep, so around almost $700 million, up 10% for today. Definitely, MOG has been absolutely killing it. Absolutely killing it, guys. looking great. So just a quick rerun. You guys can see Bitcoin did run up to about 59,005 off of the CPI report. CPI report came out today, looking great. Inflation is again coming down, obviously giving ammo to the feds as far as them having to reduce interest rates here coming up soon. Hopefully we're running for September's meeting, not July's meeting, but September's meeting. So we'll see how that plays out. But the rest of the market kind of reacting the same way. Bitcoin did break below its 200-day moving average, which is a little bit odd. I'm wondering if we find out later that we're seeing some sell pressure coming up from the German government again, because it's a little odd that we saw this beautiful CPI report and we're still seeing, we saw the breakout, but it was short-lived, and we're kind of seeing somewhat of a retracement back towards the downside. So we'll see how this plays out tonight. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We will have our nightly evening in the States. It'll be evening where I'm at, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys are subscribed. And other than that, guys, I will see you guys then. Thank you guys so much for coming and joining me today. Hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastic, productive day. Be safe out there. I will see each and every one of you guys tonight a little later at around 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you later.